a snort and then a cry.
Don't worry, you're already recording.
No.
There it is.
Oh, brother, I don't like this.
This is GRL Raw, the podcast where the GRL team tells you why they're different. Who the hell are they? Why should you want them fighting for you? The industry leader in law with over 180 years of combined experience. This team is here to shed light on crucial topics in law to keep you aware and informed, because it comes back to the primary point. We give a damn.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 8. that didn't even work. GRL Raw. This is what we are calling the All-Star Break.
A special edition.
Special edition, limited edition. Get your news here. Mm-hmm. All-Star Break.
More than just us today.
Way more than us, and that's the important part. We decided that it was high time that we take the time to highlight and appreciate the people that make this law firm work.
For real.
Not even close.
Running everything.
From phone answering to message sending to keeping us on task to calendar entries to finance to the true heroes that don't have their pictures on the website, that don't sign their names to documents, but do all the work, kind of like nurses and doctors.
Yep.
We're gonna meet the 6. He did it again. That's awesome. Forget to take the cap off. The 6 people, the 6 ladies that absolutely keep GRL running.
Yep.
We could not do that without them. We could not be here without them. And we're going to learn the history of GRL.
Yep.
Along with getting to meet them.
And things we've probably never heard. We don't know what's coming.
I'm fearful. They're in the back room currently co-conspiring.
Yep.
You were part of
pre-gaming a little bit.
Pre-gaming a little bit. It's going to be a little intimidating for them. But I think it's important. We've rolled out internally the concept of CORE.
Yep.
What does CORE stand for?
Communication, organization, respect, and excellence.
Those are kind of the 4 pillars that GRL is. It's our guiding light, right? It's what we're doing. The mission statement is relentlessly raising the bar. The way we do that is through CORE.
Yep.
We communicate effectively. We keep organized, maintain respect for each other, profession, clients especially, the
opposing counsel, everyone,
the community, and then we demand excellence of us all.
Yep.
And the ladies that we are going to meet today are the first line of communication.
Yep.
And they're our first line of defense as well.
Essential to organization.
Without them, we would be toast.
Yep.
So we're going to honor each and every one of them. We're going to introduce them so that everybody understands puts a face to the name.
Yep.
And a personality to the name as well. It gets to know them and appreciate them that much more, because without them, we would be screwed.
Yeah, it's something you don't realize until you're in the law and you're like, wow, they run everything.
They don't teach you this in law school.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They don't.
So we are going to go in order of hire.
Yep.
We are going to start with the OG.
The OG.
We'll call her a co-founder.
Yep.
And then we're going to end with the most recent hire.
Yep.
And everybody in between.
And I'm excited.
I'm excited. There's going to be fun information.
Surprises for them.
Surprises for them.
Hopefully they'll like it.
If not, well. And surprises for us.
It's better than the beer.
It is.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'm a little terrified, because one thing that this office does well is, if you were probably in kindergarten.
Yep.
When Punk'd came out.
Yeah. I watched it though.
Yeah. Was
MTV,
it MTV Punk'd?
On a little tiny TV. Yeah.
These ladies are professionals at Punk'd.
They are.
At one point, they got Punk'd back, which maybe if we can slide that video into.
That might be good. I am in that video.
You are. Yeah. You were a part of the
Yes,
Punk'd.
I was.
So we're going to start with Melissa. We're going to bring her in. We're going to interrogate her
Yep.
and maybe make her cry, maybe make her laugh.
Maybe give her a surprise.
She might make us laugh or cry.
All of the above.
Hang tight. We're going to bring Melissa Page, the OG legal assistant to GRL.
Coming up.
We are now joined by the original GRLer. Actually,
Co-founder.
It's actually GR. The L was waiting to make sure we could make it before he came over. So it's actually GRP was the original name. Gorley, Ray Kemper, and Page.
Yes.
We are joined by Melissa Page, the original founding member of GRL Law.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. I know if I could. If I don't drop my glass here.
And this is fun. So you are. When did we start? You know better than I do.
Yeah, we started in November of 2005.
That is a long time ago. Almost, not quite, 18 years? November will be 18 years. Yeah.
If your math is good.
And we know it's not.
Wikipedia. We don't have a Wikipedia page for you to ask how long GRL's been open. We'll get on that.
Will you?
Yeah,
Please?
I'll give it a
A
shot.
Wikipedia GRL page, I
Yep.
think, is due. And we'll get to it. But you are fresh off the Smoky Mountains adventure of your life. I think one thing that people need to understand and appreciate about Melissa is her ability to plan and execute phenomenal family vacations. Like, it makes everybody else jealous when we get the pictures of all the adventures that the pages are going on.
That's a fantastic trait to have.
It's important.
You always want
It
people
is.
to go on vacations with
Yes.
you, too.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
without you.
Yeah, absolutely. But walk us back, if you would, because one thing we're trying to do is help provide some historical context of GRL. Walk us back to when and where this entire show started.
Oh, wow. Well, it started in me in a very small office with another attorney. And then Michael Norris and Corey Gorley came on they were partners at the time. And so they came on to join us. And so then we were all working good. But the main attorney that I was working for, should I say names? I don't know if I'm supposed to drop names.
Sure.
I was working for Jim Sinclair.
Yeah.
I worked for Jim Sinclair for
Good friend
several
of ours
years.
still.
Good friends. I did criminal work at that time. So I was doing OWIs with him. And so then Corey and Matt came on, and so I started kind of helping out with them.
Corey and
Because
Mike.
again, I said Matt, didn't
Yeah,
I?
that's
I'm
okay.
so used to
It's
saying
raw.
Matt's name.
You can say whatever you want.
I know. Corey and Mike came on, and so then I started working with them. And Jim was kind of getting a little bit out of not so much, doing as much criminal work. He was doing more real estate, and so I started working really well with Corey. And so then Corey then brought me on, then Corey's like, come with me, I'm gonna start a new firm. So he started a new firm, so I went with Corey, I was his assistant for several years. And then from that firm, then we created
GRL.
GRL?
GRP originally.
Well,
GRP.
Yeah.
GRP. So you were actually you were a part of this team well before
before
There
the
was
creation of
ever
GRL.
an R or an L involved. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been with Corey for a very long time. Pretty much close to after he graduated from Drake. I mean, I think, I started with him, I don't know, maybe a year or two.
So I have to apologize.
So, yeah.
You've had to put up with CF Gorley for about longer.
Then his mom.
No, almost, but not longer than I have.
Yes, longer than you have.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we started, the firm started, we were down the Homestead building above Splash, 3rd and Locust. And one of my favorite memories, I'll share one of my favorite memories because we're going to ask you all your favorite memories, was when we first started, they were still building. They were building out our space. And I'm not joking, the entryway, we have a very nice entryway now. The entryway was plastic sheeted drywall with construction going on. And then you'd come around the corner, and what ended up being our big conference room, our big fancy conference room, was Melissa's office, the reception area, conference room, and then Corey and I's office was just down the hall, wiping off dust from the computers.
Right.
And Mel's answering phones in the middle of banging, drilling, and all that other stuff. Still making things happen. You were bookkeeper, receptionist.
It was a one man. Yeah, I mean, I did it all. I mean, I had clients were sitting in front of me, but I'm still trying to like plug away at my job, and I mean, like taking phone calls, and I'm trying to like coordinate everything to make sure I'm not missing anything.
So you had you had literally 6 hats. I mean, receptionist, legal assistant,
Babysitter.
babysitter,
phone call taker, legal assistant, and bookkeeping.
Yeah.
And
Books as
probably everything. There were probably another few others on there too.
I would guess you had
yeah.
a few other jobs. Yeah.
So you have raised us. We'll call her Mother Melissa.
Mother Melissa.
Mother Melissa. I like
We got a
that.
new
I
one.
like that. Mother Melissa.
Mother Melissa. So
Mother Melissa, what is your favorite GRL memory?
I know this is really hard because there are so many great memories. Because obviously, as we've been talking about, like I've worked here for so long, so
A lifetime to me, really.
I've got amazing memories. So I was going to do a little twofold on this. So since I've been here so long, I figured I get a little bit of a break. So I wanted to give out two memory shout outs because I was going to do one of our like sayings here at the firm is work hard, play hard. So I'm going to give my work hard memory, and I'm going to give my play hard memory.
Perfect.
Does that work?
Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
Fantastic.
I was
You
like,
thought
since
this through.
I'm Mother Melissa,
Mother Melissa.
She is
maybe
the
I can,
creative one.
I
Absolutely.
can maybe do this. So
Okay.
my work hard one would be, well, I mean, and I know I'm sure family and friends and other people have heard me talk about this, but I love here at GRL Law how we do our roundtables.
Yeah.
So when we have a trial coming up, how we all get together and we all coordinate, and just the concept of what playing other people's points of view. It's such an amazing process.
We make you take on a different perspective, a different mindset.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I mean, our legal minds, like we know a lot of like, okay, but it's neat to put yourself in somebody else's perspective and be like, okay, this person wouldn't know specifically. This is what is involved in a civil case. This is what is involved in a criminal case.
Right.
So it's like I love the roundtables. Can't say enough about them. So obviously, I had to give as one of my work hard like favorite memories was a roundtable moment. So it was one of Corey's cases, civil law cases. And so Bobby, proceeds to act out like one of the best, so we were totally into it. So I remember we all, I felt like everybody was on point that afternoon. We were all just into our characters, but we started going along, and pretty soon we get to a point to and then Bobby literally starts acting out, he's on the ground with his legs up on a chair and acting out the story that we're talking about. And I mean,
we can drop.
I mean,
it was
the Good Samaritan. Like I said, I don't know how much, how much we can give here or whatever. But
I'm a son of a preacher kid. I know the Good Samaritan.
Well, I was gonna say yes. So it was a Good Samaritan Bible story. Bobby knew it, and Bobby was portraying it physically. Piece by piece by piece. It was amazing. And I remember we were all laughing so hard, and it just, so I mean, they say it's a work. I mean, in the end, I feel like that session helped.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped immensely, for Corey's trial prep and the other, the co-attorney had on it. It was, but, so it was work hard, but we still, obviously with us, we're kind of goofy people. Yeah, we're goofy people. So we're going to laugh. Even on our work hard moments, we're going to laugh. I mean, that's just the way we are.
But we remembered it.
Yes.
And Corey learned the Good Samaritan story.
Yes. Finally,
It
Corey
worked.
knew the story.
From my charade.
It was, it's
He
literally
probably still knows it.
it's one of the best moments, and any assistant here will tell you oh yeah, we totally remember Bobby on the ground. Yeah. On the ground, just giving it his all. It was great.
That's really funny.
So many things wrong with that. Okay, your play hard.
Okay, so my play hard moment, or no, that was my play hard. That was my work hard. I'm sorry, play hard.
Sometimes work and play
now I'm getting confused.
They
Okay.
coexist in this office.
Play hard moment. I love too here at the firm how we do so many opportunities for team building. We're always trying to get to know each other better, because I mean again, when you know people on a personal level, you're going to work better with them.
They make more sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of my play hard moments is one of the first Christmas parties that we decided to do here just at the firm. So we had done Christmas parties in the past, but this year we had decided let's just do more of a low key party. We're just going to keep it here at the firm We're not going to, go out to a restaurant or anything, which, it's always fun. I'm not saying that. But, like, we're like, let's just do more of a personal one with just the employees here at the office. So it's one of my, like, first Christmas memories here at the office. And we just play games and stuff. But one of the, like, my favorite memory from it was the partners allowed me to put together one of the games. So I did a Christmas hunt or little scavenger hunt. Yeah, little scavenger hunt. And then also, too, on top of that, with the scavenger hunt, I decided to make it a little fun. And I love doing a little bit of photoshopping. Yeah. And so I created, included in the scavenger hunt was these Photoshop pictures that I put together of everybody in the firm. So I put myself under, too. I mean, I made a really, goofy Photoshop picture of myself.
But next level stuff.
Yeah. But it was, fun, incorporating those pictures and doing the game. And I just felt like after that event, everybody, whatever, we were would laugh about, about
we
what
still
happened.
have them hanging up.
Exactly. And I mean, and
there's
I
more.
kept all those Photoshop pictures.
Yep.
And
everyone's been Photoshopped since, yeah.
I've been creating, so anybody new that comes in the firm,
Yep.
I mean, it's just, I'm going to Photoshop them. I'm like, it's just fun. It's just a fun thing to do,
I'm just going to Photoshop
That was going to be
them.
my fun fact is that you are not just the OG, you are the Photoshop queen, the meme queen, and the scavenger hunt queen.
The riddles.
To a point where if you ever wanted a side business creating scavenger hunt material.
We paid for one last summer downtown.
We did.
Yeah, Mel could have done better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next level stuff.
Absolutely.
Now, we have to keep moving.
Yes, we do. And we
So
got one.
We have one
big
final question.
Okay, you got it.
If you were to have a random day off to do whatever you wanted to do, what would you do?
One day.
One day.
Whatever
That's
you want.
a great question. And I love it. So I would not set my phone, or set my phone alarm, any alarm. So I'm not a morning person. I like to sleep in. I mean, this job, do have to get here, somewhat decent time. But day off, just a random day off, I am not setting any alarms.
Okay.
I just want, I'm going to sleep in to the amount of time I'm going to sleep in. And then I'm going to go hit the trails. But not the trails that Bobby thinks I'm going to hit. It's the wine trails. I'm going to go hit the wine trail. So, yes, I know, we all know Mr. Kemper is an avid trailer, bikes, running, all that kind of fun stuff. I'll pass on the physical. I will just do the wine trail. So I've got,
Is there a wine trail?
There is. Iowa has an amazing wine trail all throughout the entire state.
Better
So,
get it booked.
I'm in my vehicle. I mean, I'm not on a bike, or I'm not running to them, but I will.
You got a driver.
Well, yes, yes. Well, I mean, if there's just one, I'm hanging up, then, But yeah, Uber, friends, my husband doesn't drink. He'll drive me around,
So, good news. We're
Get it
leaving
booked.
This is a raise your right hand. No, raise your right hand. Swear to secrecy.
Okay.
You cannot tell the rest of the group back in the back room.
What was said?
So, no, what we're saying, what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I get the privilege of bestowing upon you a 1 day extra PTO whenever you want to use it by the end of the year.
What?
You have to use it. Make
Okay.
it happen.
And I think you have to go on the wine trail.
And I think you have to report back to us about the wine trail experience and the sleep-in.
Yes, I will so do it.
Okay.
I could even write a little. Any avid wine drinkers, I could write you a little story.
She will.
About the good.
She'll-
I mean, I can
a
let you know
scavenger
the good wines.
Don't
I
commit
mean,
to having to do work because this is about you
I know,
getting
I
an
know.
extra day off as a token of our appreciation
Yay.
for all the extra work you do and
love
for
it.
everything that you do.
Awesome. That is so cool.
Okay? You're not allowed to tell anybody else.
Okay, I will not. No.
Pinky promise.
All right.
Pinky
There we
promise.
go.
You
There-
that-
Nothing.
That's for real.
I'm
Yeah.
biting it That's how Mother Melissa does it.
Yeah.
Mother Melissa,
Mother Melissa just does her own thing.
thank you. We love you.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Cheers,
Cheers.
to
I know,
Mother
let me go.
Melissa.
Okay, cheers. Woohoo.
Cheers.
We are now joined by the second most senior employee of GRL, Leilani. Ready?
Yeah.
There you go. Nailed it. How nervous are you?
Kind of nervous.
Yeah? Just a little?
Yeah.
Okay, have a beer. Corn beer.
Okay.
Okay. Leilani Belisario DeVries.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks. Happy to be here, I think.
So we just had Melissa on. Like we talked about it initially, we're doing spotlights on the people that make this place work, make this place tick. Melissa was a blast, so we have expectations
Great.
for you. Now, you have worked at GRL since when?
August 2011. It'll be 12 years next month.
You did your research. I thought I was going to stump you on that.
Oh, no.
She's like, I could never forget.
Because I wrote it down.
Yeah.
August of 2011. I think one of the fun facts that I have that people are going to get to see, we'll talk more about with MC Kayla, you were part of this, is the fact that you were almost put into labor by GRL Prank City.
That is true. In your office.
We never did that again.
Nope.
No, and quite frankly, we had a rash of very, I'd say over the top. So, will you fill everybody in? Where did that come from? What precipitated the Leilani punked almost having a baby in Bobby's office? Like, what were you guys doing at the time?
You know, was it his birthday?
We were doing the birthday thing.
Birthday.
Yeah.
So here at GRL, we decorate everyone's offices for their birthdays, and we were in Bobby's office that morning.
Can we use decorate very loosely?
Oh,
The decorate from 2023 is a little bit different than 2020.
that's true. That's true.
So back in 2020, the decorating with huge air quotes was trashing
Confetti.
Confetti.
Sparkles.
Lots of it.
Tootsie Rolls.
Yes. Yes.
Things hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We were decorating your office that morning.
Yes.
And we did not know that he had a camera set up. And
7:30 in the morning, Bobby starts talking.
7:30 in the morning, McKayla jumped up.
Yeah.
Sid was sitting there like, and I about pissed my pants and broke my water.
We actually have that video that we're going to be able to edit into this.
It's a pretty good
It
video.
is a
pretty
really
fantastic.
good video.
Because quite frankly, the birthday
Shenanigans.
we're getting out of control, and we need to put reins on them. And thankfully, I believe that's worked so far.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
For now.
There we go.
For now.
Knock on
But payback can be painful, I'm guessing.
Yeah, bitch.
So, Leilani, we gave you a few questions,
Okay.
and we're gonna start off with, what is your favorite GRL memory?
Oh, God. Okay. So we've got so many memories just flood all of a sudden. But probably Ragbri a couple years ago when we did it was a good one.
Yeah.
Really, it was just us all biking together before, and then the day of, it was a lot of fun. And honestly, Corey on a bike, sweating, drunk, lives rent-free in my ring all the time.
So, can we talk about this?
That was a good one.
We need to talk
I'm
about
sad
this.
it doesn't live rent-free in mine.
You weren't there for this, so
I
let's
was not.
bring the people in.
Yeah.
We decided that as a team building event, we were going to do the Ragbri route from Winterset to Indianola.
Okay.
Close, we know people. You know, Lino went to Simpson. Summer's from Indianola. We have ties. This is going to be great. That whole summer, we trained.
We did. But it wasn't just our office. It was family, friends who trained with us, who rode with us that day. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And we have an episode of GRL Raw talking about Ragbri and how to survive Ragbri and not die on Ragbri, which is fitting because we learned most of those lessons from our experience on Ragbri. And we told
Which were drink water.
was there not an email that
There
went
was,
out
there
that
was.
said, "Do not drink until at least coming, the town coming." Okay, so we said because it goes from Winterset to Indianola, the town of Cumming is more than halfway, and most of the big hills are out of the way on that route. And did anybody listen?
Some of us did. Corey did not.
Nope, he didn't.
We
And he
saw
was sweaty.
him very
Dehydrated
sweaty.
mess.
We saw him for when we first left, and then I didn't see him for like 3 hours. So
Did he bike at all?
Oh no, he pedaled the whole
he
thing.
did, yes. At the very end, he finished with us, but his face was bright red, and he wanted to get out of there.
He was great.
That's
Like gray, like gonna die. We said stop here for pickle juice shots. He's like, I can make it, and then he was done.
That's really
He died,
He popped.
but that's a very good memory.
That's your favorite memory?
That's a
Yep.
fantastic memory.
Yep.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
What's the most interesting thing that you've learned while working at GRL?
That you can get an OWI sleeping in your car.
Yep.
Car's not moving, car's not running, but you can get an OWI still.
If it's running
If it's running, yes.
and you're in the driver's seat.
Or in the back seat.
Yeah, I mean they could give it
Then
to
you-
you, and then you
yeah.
got to figure. We had that poor guy in the back of his of a Jeep. The vehicle was running parked in a driveway, snoozing in the back of a Jeep, and Polk City's finest, I think, or it's Polk County.
Polk County.
Popped in for an OW in that. That's a
They
a
be doing
fun
that.
fact.
It is.
That is a great
And it's something
fun
that people
fact.
need to know.
And I feel like not everyone knows that.
No.
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 So can I interrupt?
Yeah.
So we decided that we should have some questions that nobody's prepared for.
Ugh.
Now you've probably had this question asked of you, but we wanted to know: is there a translation for your name, Leilani?
Oh, yes.
Because Leilani is a name of what ancestry?
Hawaiian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. L-E-I.
Yep.
L-A-N-I.
Yeah.
Okay.
It means heavenly flower.
Oh, that's cute.
So she did know the answer.
Yeah.
Did you know the answer without researching it?
No.
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 It wasn't on Wikipedia.
So, fun side fact, and this is knowledge drop right here. Leilani and I have actually been acquainted, known each other longer than I've known anybody in our firm.
True story.
Longer than Lindholm, longer than Corey. It goes all the way back to growing up in Hawaii. Lanakila Baptist Church.
Yep.
Her Uncle Buff.
Uncle Buff.
Uncle
Uncle
Buff
Buff.
kept me from getting beat up about 3 different times.
It's a shame he's not here. Do that every day.
You know what? He might show up when I need him. He's here. But it's a legit how it's so random how you're literally born. We're in the same church, and then we end up in the same Midwest.
Random.
And then you graduated high school with my older sister.
True story. Yep.
Runs deep.
Yeah.
Small world.
Very small world.
We moved here our first year, and my dad saw Bobby's picture in the phone book, and was like, I know him.
Who the hell is that Howie boy?
How did he get over here?
And then years later, I messaged Bobby on Facebook and said, hey, by any chance, are you looking for any work or receptionist work? Messaged me back,
Yup.
and
Bam!
here I am,
Look at
That's
that.
awesome.
12 years later.
Small world,
That's
growth
funny.
opportunities.
Yep.
Because what were you doing before you started?
I
working with
was
us?
watching kids out of my house from the daycare, yeah. And I was kind of in between, had no idea what I was going to do.
And
And then you gave me the opportunity. I knew nothing about anything here.
no formal training in law.
Nothing at all. Nothing. Yep. And then now I train people, which
Yeah.
is
Now
scary.
she's also
Yeah.
my go-to a lot of
Well,
times.
you're one of the pillars.
Yeah.
Like legit. If I'm going to be honest, you are now one of the leaders. You're one of the pillars, and I love the fact that you had the ambition to reach out and say, hey, let's give this a try, and you stuck with. There were some hard times.
I
Right?
cried a couple times. Had no
Adamant,
idea.
no idea what you're getting into. Yeah, we have to deal with people sometimes at their worst, that are going through the most difficult times, that don't know how to deal with it. And unfortunately, whoever answers the phone first tends to take that brunt.
Yeah.
So if people are watching,
Be nice.
be nice. Like the people that are answering the phone are not the people that are causing the problems. And you stuck with it. You've grown. You've learned. You constantly push yourself to grow and learn even more. Which hell, you're signed up to run a
Trying.
marathon.
Whoa. Why are we telling people this, Bobby?
Because now you have to do it.
I
Now it's
know.
going to be
Damn
out
it.
there for everybody. You're signed up to do a marathon when?
I am October In Boulder.
Boulder. So you're not just doing like, I'm going to do a sea level marathon. You're actually going alpine marathoning
True.
in Boulder, Colorado.
But thank you for putting me on blast now.
Now she's doing it.
Now you can't not do it.
Damn
Perfect.
it.
Besides training for your marathon, if you had a random day off to do whatever you wanted, what would you do?
That's a good question. So I would probably, try to sleep in. I'm
Yeah.
not great at it, but I would try.
You wouldn't. That's a lie.
I would definitely have coffee by myself in silence with no kids and no office phone ringing.
Yeah.
And probably do a bike hop. Go to the different bars on my bike.
If you had to pick your ultimate bike hop,
Oh, God.
what would it be? There's one she did.
And is it the Nighthawk?
I love
Is
the
it?
good Nighthawk.
So pick your route.
I don't know. There's too many. I would definitely end up downtown over by Captain Roy's.
That's a quality
Yep.
location too.
I would probably end there.
Would you provide us with like a video blog of your endeavors?
Sure.
Give us some content.
I would definitely try.
Like this is Leilani's bar hop, bike bar hop brought
Of
to
2023?
you. 2023.
No, I'm not gonna be on. Not gonna lie. No, probably not.
Good.
Because I
Great
won.
answer.
What if we beg you? We'll let you edit it accordingly after the fact.
Okay, maybe.
We won't do it live. We'll say take content and then we'll piece it together after the fact.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Pinky swear. Okay. You can't lie on pinky swears.
I won't.
Because the reason that we asked that wonderful question is as a token of gratitude for all the hard work and all the crap you put up with from all of us, we want to gift you a extra day off, extra PTO
Oh.
to be used at your discretion, obviously within the bounds of not everybody takes this day off.
Honestly,
at the
maybe
same
they
time.
should. Then we could.
I had to
for
get
a
this.
day.
I had to get this
We
through.
could maybe do it for one.
I had to get this through management. Okay,
Fair, okay.
Let's keep it under wraps, Sid. Thank you.
I'm like, it'll make us stronger.
Within unless you're answering phones.
No, well, we could maybe turn them off.
With-
Email.
within handbook protocol, we are giving you an extra, whenever you want to use PTO day, to be
Ooh.
required to be used by the end of the year,
Okay.
And required to go on a bike hop.
okay.
Well, unless you need to use it later, but.
unless you don't want to.
No, I like the bike hop, but I feel like we should get more people from the office to do the bike hop.
Yeah, that's
So,
a good
so,
idea.
so I don't have a PTO limit.
Oh, weird. Wow.
I am
Mic
open.
drop.
I'm open to accompanying you. We could try to get Corey out. We'll pump up his tires.
I feel like he will-
He might need an extra day of PTO, though. So.
Yeah, recovery day. Okay. So that's your assignment.
I love that. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the work that you do. Thanks for everything that you put up with. Thank you for wrangling the drunk chickens and the sober chickens. Thank you for keeping things in line and
Try
for
to.
your dedication and loyalty. We appreciate you. And
For putting up with me.
for putting up with Sid especially.
She's too close to me. It's my random fun facts of the day. I'm like, I have to tell Leilani.
Now,
Did you know it's 75 degrees outside?
Weird.
now, side assignment.
Yes.
You cannot let this slip to anybody in the back room.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They
Got
can't
it.
know about it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
But thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Got stuck in the wires.
We are now joined
By a veteran.
a veteran of the podcast.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Oh, hi.
Emily Kroll.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank
You are
you.
the third most tenured.
That's crazy to think.
It's amazing, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Third most tenured staff member at GRL. That's something to be said.
I mean, when I think 6 years, that's a long time.
You have put up
That
with
is,
a lot
yeah.
of stuff.
I
6
have.
years.
I have.
I have your official start date, August of 2017.
Yes, that's correct. August 9th.
So are we going up on 7?
No, I think this will be 6 when it gets
Oh,
here,
yeah.
right? I think
Math.
this will be 6, yeah.
It's hard for you.
Yeah,
I
it
get
is.
it. They don't go over that.
You want to know why I remember my start date so vividly?
Yes.
Because Matt really wanted me to start that day, and I really wanted to go to Vegas. And I asked if I could like start a couple days later, and he was like, "No, sorry, we really need you." And I was like,
he really?
Yeah.
So
Because Melissa was going to be going on vacation, and you guys were super short staffed, and
Matt foot stomped you going to Vegas.
yeah, I didn't get to go to Vegas, so that's why I know it was August 9th.
That's hilarious.
For the record, Matthew T. Lindholm prevented you from going to Vegas.
He did, but he hasn't ever prevented me from any vacations since. So.
And you are, quite frankly, Lisa, we have some gals here that are just amazing at vacations.
That is something I'm good at, yes.
You are
Queen of going somewhere cool.
queen of cool, queen of cool, and you're kind of like the de facto travel agent for GRL.
Yep. I am actually. Madisyn just asked me to help her book some airfare today. So
Because this year we made the requirement that everybody has to come up with a outside training that would apply at GRL, and thankfully Emily's like, here's how you save money on
like, do
your
it in my
travel.
personal life.
Correct.
So.
And you just got back from the ultimate Peloton experience.
I did. Oh my gosh, yes.
And we learned from a little birdie that you have now officially done 800
Yes.
rides on Peloton.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, 800. Yes, and I did my 800th ride in the studio with Cody on Friday evening. And while I was in the studio, then I got like a live studio shout out where he announced in the studio that I was there and I was riding my 800th ride. So.
I heard
Will
you
you remember that for the rest of your life?
Oh, absolutely.
I heard you screwed something up.
I was just so embarrassed when I went to talk to him. I mean, I've been riding with this guy for like 5 years, and he is just absolutely, I adore him. I mean, he is a very gay man, and that is perfect, but he is still beautiful, and I love him, and he's so funny. So when I got to talk to him, he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Iowa." And he goes, "Oh, did you bring me some corn?" I just was so flustered, and I didn't know what to say, and I go, "I should have brought you Busch Light. It has corn on the cans." And then it was like the thoughts were just like going out of my brain. And then I just kind of froze. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you sound so
What
stupid.
did I just say?
You sound so stupid." And he just looked at me and then like quickly changed the conversation. He goes, "So what are you doing here in New York?" And I was like, "Oh man, I really screwed that up." So now, yeah, I don't know. I'll never look at the
hilarious.
corn Busch Light cans the same again. 'Cause-
Well, you can.
We
do
just
you
saw
wanna,
one.
Do you want to say something to Cody right now?
Oh my gosh, no. He would never watch this, but I also
You
learned-
don't know that.
Yeah, we're
know.
gonna be famous someday.
That's true.
Worldwide.
But Leilani also wrote him an Instagram post, like DM'd him about my ride because she was so concerned and she wanted to make sure I got a shout out. It was the cutest
That
thing.
is adorable.
So he has now been like spammed with people trying to like make sure that he knows who I am. So
And now he knows.
Well, that's fantastic.
yes, it was pretty awesome.
Emily, we came up with questions,
Oh, wow.
and I'm kind of randomly selecting them.
Okay.
And for you, I want to know, what is the most interesting thing you have learned while working at GRL?
Ooh. I mean,
You came from pharmacy, right?
I did come
Yeah.
from pharmacy, but I feel like, and this isn't like very funny, I feel like it's practical. What I learned, what I feel like is very interesting that I did not know, really has nothing to do, because mostly I work on criminal cases. It really has nothing to do with that. It's more learning the PI side of things, learning that basically when you go to the doctor or have any like medical service, that they just make up an amount of money that they are charging for that service just to see how much your insurance will pay. And that then, once the insurance pays a small portion of that made-up number, they write most of the rest of it off. And that is wild to me. And I just can't even fathom that there's all this money that it costs, but it doesn't really. It's just like made up.
Like
What-
when you look at medical record billings and you're like, okay, lots of numbers, don't know what a single one means.
Yeah. And it's when you look at
Why
things-
did that Band-Aid cost $52?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a good Band-Aid. Where do I get one?
and the Tums, that's like $3 for a Tums and things like that. And I don't know. I guess I just didn't know that things didn't have like a set price to them and that they could just make up that number in the hopes of getting the most money. So I feel like that is just something that blows my mind. And then I can use that in my everyday life when I'm like looking at, my husband's recent medical bills. So
Speaking of your second job, also your first job is currently playing nurse to your broken husband.
it is, yes. He tore his patella tendon
I'm not laughing.
On video.
on video, on vacation.
On stage.
Yes.
I watched it until right about it happened, and I was like, no, that was a bad idea.
He was auditioning to be the king of Mardi Gras on a cruise ship and tore his patella tendon on stage in front of about 1,500 people. And yes, has not walked for 3 months. And so yes, I am very much nursing it at home. But
Was he the king of Mardi Gras?
I mean, like unofficially.
By default.
They
Out of pity.
they resumed the competition at a later time because that just put a kibosh on the competition. But they did give him a King of Mardi Gras sash and like a trophy.
And
He
he-
wear that to his surgery.
No, he did wear it
Because
later.
knowing him, that's framed on the wall
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, no, it's kind of still upstairs in the bedroom where he hasn't gotten up to yet. So I figure
He'll find it in 6 months and forget about
he
it.
will. He'll find
That's
it.
really funny.
His trophy's up there and everything. So yeah, I mean they did feel bad. So
That's funny. Next question. If you had a random day off to do whatever you wanted to do, what is it that you would do?
it depends. I feel like I have two answers. I
Let's
mean,
hear them
do
both.
tell.
I feel like if it was something here, like in town, I would not tell Brad that I was not going to work, and I would book myself a whole day at a spa doing manicure, pedicure, facial, massage, all of those types of things
Sounds lovely.
that I feel like I need and
A
deserve.
self-reward for
Yes.
tolerating
Yes.
the king of Mardi Gras.
for all the hard work I've put in the past few
Yep.
months. But I mean, if it was, I don't know, something more extravagant, like here's the thing. Now I know that there is a nonstop flight from Des Moines to Newark, New Jersey, and I could get on a plane and be there in 2 hours and go do another Peloton ride like tomorrow night.
With Cody.
Yeah,
And take him some Busch Light.
and corn.
It's sweet corn.
I know.
seasoning
I would
almost.
peaches and cream. I would bring him Busch Light.
It's
and
really
peaches
good
and
right now. I had
cream.
some last night.
Only if you
So-
get that on video.
Yeah.
Cody, we got you some Busch Light.
Cody,
and
I'm back.
peaches and cream.
They gave this whole announcement in the studio, and I feel like that's why I was so flustered, because somebody came up and said, if you have gifts for Cody, this is what you need to do with them. And so I thought, oh gosh, people bring him gifts? Like, I didn't know. I was so unprepared. And so then when he said, did you bring me corn? I was like, oh gosh, he was expecting gifts. And so then
I want Cody's job.
I know. And so yeah, I was like doubly flustered because I was like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to bring him something.
That's funny.
So,
I'll come back with the corn and the Busch Light.
Yes.
so this is fun because the purpose of this episode is to shine a light on those of you that make this place work and to give you some public appreciation, allow people to put names to faces, personalities to faces, and we are beyond thankful for you tolerating us since August of 2017. I checked my
No
notes.
problem.
And so, as part of our appreciation, we are giving you a day, paid PTO, to be used within handbook regulations. Not everybody's taking it at the same day.
You yelled at me last time when I said everyone should. So
No,
we need to
she-
get stronger.
Yeah, I'm not, unless you're answering phones.
Nope.
To be taken by the end of the year, required to be taken by the end of the year, to do whatever you want.
Oh, wow.
So if it's to take Busch Light and peaches and cream to Cody,
Cody,
at
she's
Peloton,
on her way.
she'll be there, boss. Or to not tell Brad that you're taking the time off, we'll cover for you.
What if he watches?
We'll cover for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Or you can bring him here. We'll babysit.
Again, Sydney will babysit. Sydney's answering phones and babysitting Brad.
All at the same time. Sounds like a day.
So, but you're
Perfect.
required to take it. Only requirement is that you not tell anybody else in the back
Okay.
that that's what you get, because we don't want to ruin the surprise for anybody else.
Promise.
But we want to thank you.
Yeah. Thank you
We
guys.
appreciate you.
Cheers.
Thank you for all you do and will do, and keep kicking ass.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love GRL.
Yeah, perfect intro. She
Perfect
is,
intro.
She is the cheerleader.
Welcome to MC
Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Emmer Fruitin Kayla. I was trying
Yeah.
not to swear from my mom.
Oh, I'm not supposed to swear for my grandma either.
See?
Yes.
These are the things. McKayla.
Yes.
McKayla, now formerly known as Moore, currently known as Cromery.
For the time being.
For the time being, until he's tired of you.
Yeah.
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 He just
Next
can't.
time you don't check the sub pump in the morning.
I know.
Do tell.
Well, there's some pump issue. I didn't check.
Wait, I gotta start the timer. Go ahead. Carry on with the
Some
story.
pump issue, didn't check, got scolded. I don't even know that there's water in the basement.
Did it flood?
No, I think he was just worried.
Oh, he'll chill. He'll be
He's
all right. Okay. MC Kayla, you've been here since when?
2018. July
month?
2018.
Oh, dang, I was trying to trick her. Okay. And
July 20th of 2018.
Everyone's got the dates.
that's good. That's impressive. And
Dang,
what do
my
you
life
do?
changed
What do you
forever.
for the better? So, fun fact: before you came and worked at GRL, what did you do for a living?
I worked at Von Mar.
Okay, before that, I mean, like before you got, how'd you end up at GRL?
Yeah, I worked for DHS for 4 days and cried every day. So, Andrea
Uh-huh.
told me that I had to quit and come work here.
Worked out well.
It did, really. It wasn't a bad option.
You don't cry every day.
Sometimes, I'm not every day.
You were not cut out for taking kids away from parents.
No, 100% no.
And those are some of the saddest cases, it's the most difficult, challenging situations
Yes.
to be in as a human being.
Yes.
The minute I had kids, I got out of representing anybody associated with that.
Yes.
Yep.
100%.
It's hard. And what do you do around here these days?
I'm a legal assistant.
Yeah,
I help Sydney.
you do help her. Does she? Does she?
Keep
Yeah,
her online.
actually a lot.
Okay, that's good.
I help you.
Moral support a lot too.
A lot of pushing send.
Yeah.
Okay.
She presses file, send. Good.
I
need
help
help.
you.
Quality teamwork.
Yep.
I answer the phones.
You do. You do. You do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Which is why we're doing this whole thing, is to kind of shine spotlights on everybody that works here, the role they play, the stories they have, and kind of give some background to GRL. Your new mom,
I am a new mom. Yes.
what's his name?
Daxton James.
Daxton James. How old is Daxton?
5 months.
How's that going?
It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a lot.
I told her she was 1/36th of a way done parenting.
No.
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry. It does not end when they're 18.
Well,
We got stories. It's not even close. In fact, really, if we're going
It
to be
starts.
completely honest, the hard part starts,
14.
I'd say 16.
14 for girls, according to my mom.
And according to, and actually in my experience, at 18
yeah.
Yeah.
is when it really gets challenging.
But it's great.
Interestingly. Good.
He's so cute.
He
I
is.
can say that because I'm his mom.
Well, some babies, some children are not cute.
happens.
Fortunately, I can honestly say Dax is cute.
He's
Thank you.
adorable.
He's adorable.
He's adorable.
He's pretty cool.
MC, we sent you some questions,
Yes.
and I'm kind of just choosing. And I want to know, what is something that nobody at GRL knows about you?
This is the silliest question because I tell everybody everything.
I
so
know, but
it's-
I know you
asked
had
my
to probably
grandma.
think.
So what did
is
Grandma
it?
have to say?
I can do 360 on a kneeboard in the water behind a boat. Swear. Video
No,
evidence.
No, until I see that, I will not
We're
believe it
going on
because
Saturday. I'll send you a video.
I've seen you try to ride a bike.
No, I know. And I said no one's gonna believe this because I'm not coordinated, but I can do
No one's
that.
gonna believe
This was pre-Sydney, but I'm glad that it was Leilani brought
Yep.
up rag
Oh,
brag
brother.
and the training for rag brag. And you couldn't stay on 2 wheels on a training ride in rag brag. You crashed.
Pause. I was crashed by you. You were wibbly wobbly all over the sidewalk, and you just smoked me.
What part of your pedal bike hit my pedal bike?
See, but you're a pedal biker. I didn't know the rules of pedal biking.
I forgot to give you a diagram.
Yes.
So the rule within cycling is you're responsible for your front wheel.
Why not your back? Well, okay.
You're responsible for your front wheel. You can see that. And so you have to watch your front wheel and make
You guys
sure-
are banking on someone wearing their glasses.
We'll give
I
you an
didn't have
extra
on
big,
my
We'll give you
glasses.
an extra big crash. Yeah. She hit the back of my bike and crashed. The good news is you were okay.
Yeah, I get up. Bobby's just laughing.
After I made sure you were not broke.
I was not broken.
You were not broke.
It was quite funny, actually.
That is funny. Is that your favorite GRL memory, or do you have another one for us?
No, so listen, there's a lot.
One.
Can I do a serious and a funny?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
funny first.
Is it about me?
No, it's about Bobby. When I first
They're both
started.
This is
be
not the
about
Bobby
Bobby.
Roast
No,
show.
it's fantastic.
is.
It is. We were preparing for a trial in the back. Do you remember? And it was Corey's trial, and you were trying to act like you knew what the Good Samaritan is. Can we insert a video because this man is face down with his legs in the air, screaming as Bobby does. It was fantastic. One
We've
of the
heard about
best.
that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
New material, McKayla. New material.
Okay, my serious one would be after my uncle's verdict, like coming back and freaking just like, I don't even know, but like with my whole like second family, that will probably forever be my favorite GRL.
Big fat
memory.
NFG.
F yes.
Like, that was one of the more stressful.
Oh my!
like,
I
it-
have goosebumps.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. That's
To
that's
not-
goosebumps.
To not even, to not even be, we were involved.
Yeah.
But to not be the attorneys involved, we handed them off to somebody we absolutely trusted with our lives.
Yes,
and
love her.
with Angela Campbell.
Whoop whoop.
Love her to death.
Mm-hmm.
We trust her with our life. And to come back, when you came back with that verdict,
Yes.
of a huge NFG, and then we got to equip the whole band
Yes,
with the NFG.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
That
Very
was-
awesome.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It would have been real bad if it was the other way, but
It wasn't. It is
was
clear
great.
from the beginning.
Yes, yes.
Jesus. Yes. Thank you.
One more
Cheers to that.
question. If you had a random day off to do whatever you wanted to do, what would you do?
Go to my grandma's probably. Well, no. Okay. I love her. I would do that. But I would either swim with dolphins or go boating. And kneeboarding.
Dolphins. Do we have dolphins?
Well,
We
like
don't
I
have
would
dolphins.
get to
And if we do have
dolphins.
dolphins, I wouldn't swim with them.
I would
I've
get
done that
into
once.
Not here.
I got a great picture of Drake when he was a child, crying his eyes, just bawling about being in the presence of dolphins.
Why? They're so cute. Like, don't you ever watch Shark Week? They're like, flow, flow, flow. Whatever. Swim with dolphins or go boating.
Crickets. Swim with dolphins or go boating. How? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Fun fact: the Never Kid a Kidder video was actually starred in by MC Kayla. Never Kid a Kidder.
Yeah. His birthday shit.
When you got punked,
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
insert that in this one.
That was, I thought he was under the desk. I did not, I was so taken aback.
It
Leia
was
almost
like
went
my
into
first
labor.
couple of weeks here, and Michaela's like, "Yeah, this is what we do around here. So get here early tomorrow because it's Bobby's birthday." And
we
I'm
punk.
like, "I'm gonna do
we
it."
blow up people's offices. We throw glitter,
Yeah.
Tootsie
Oh my
Rolls.
gosh.
We wrap their chairs, their computer.
You got us. That was a win for you. I'll
Crushed
give
you.
you
It was.
Crushed you.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Thought you were.
It was funny. We got a snort out of that too.
I know. Well, it's easy.
It is.
It is easy.
Well, so people need to know, and I think this is important for us to recognize. You are in the
Transition.
process of transitioning.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna let that linger.
No.
Transitioning to a new career.
Yes.
Super far away from here, which is really sad.
But importantly, you're in the process of you're about to start your internship,
In August.
and then you're diving into a whole new career.
Yes.
What is that career?
Mental health counseling.
Phenomenal.
Yes. I'm
That's a
very excited.
perfect. We've loved having you here.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a great fit, a huge boost to our team. But if we're talking about the world's greater good, this is like the absolute perfect fit
Yes.
for you and your personality.
Yes. And actually was what I wanted to do out of school.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, no frickin' way am I going to pass grad school. And then I
Am
just
killing
applied.
it. Yeah.
And I have the highest GPA I've had since
Are you
elementary.
passing?
Yes. 4.89, brother. No,
No.
3.89.
4.8. Okay, good news. McKayla's good at math.
I tutored Drake.
Welcome.
Exactly. that answers
brother.
itself. 4.8.
3.89.
Congratulations.
Close. Thank you.
So you start your internship August,
Yes, end of August.
and then effective January 1, you are sailing away with your new career.
Yes, I am.
Across the hallway.
Yes, I'll just be across the hall. So if you guys order something good for lunch, let a girl know.
Although you said you weren't going to answer my calls, so we're going to have a talk about that.
If you're in crisis, I'll answer.
So, about the dolphins and grandmas,
Yes.
even though this was debate, I had a debate about this. Even though
I didn't.
even though you're bailing,
Yes?
we want to thank you for all the time and effort you've put in.
What are you doing? Okay.
Give
Okay.
you a day off. Jill,
Oh,
it's fine.
okay.
Stop! We're gonna make her cry first.
No.
God, see, ruining everything.
I'm stressed.
Thank you for all the work that you've done,
Yes.
for everything you've put up with, including her.
Thank you.
She loves me.
Within handbook protocol,
Yes.
we are gifting you 1 day extra
Oh, yay.
of PTO.
Oh, fantastic.
Please don't go swimming at Dolphins.
Only
Dolphins in
requirement.
Iowa.
Only requirement. You have to take it,
Okay.
and you can't all take it at the same time because Sydney apparently does not want to answer phones.
I think you'd be
She's
great.
listened to me on the phone before, so she got mad at me when I was ordering food one time. She's like, "You're so awkward."
We got room to improve.
Yep.
Always.
But
That's
we
always.
but we want to thank you for
Oh,
everything
thank
you've done for us, all the work you've put in, the loyalty, the longevity, the what do you call it?
Cheerleader.
Spunky attitude.
Yeah.
Were you a cheerleader?
Was I a cheerleader? Absolutely not.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you, McKayla.
you.
Thank you.
Yay, thanks.
Appreciate you today. There we go. She finally got something right today. She ruined a few things. Welcome, Kayla. Not as opposed to McKayla. This is Kayla with a capital K.
Kayla. I was in between Kayla and McKayla in time frame. That's how little time I've been here.
You were the newbie before I came on.
I didn't know that. Actually, I did know that because I wrote it down November 2020.
Yeah, you're right.
Kayla, what is your role?
I am the accounting manager, also the firm mom, office mom.
Yep. Also, math.
Matt.
Yeah.
No, not math. It's totally different than accounting manager.
Counting. Something you can do that we can't. We've been trying.
We've been trying to count. We've been trying to count today, and we
I
have
believe
not
that.
done
Yeah.
it very well.
I believe that.
So you are really, if I'm going to describe your role, yes, accounting manager, finance manager, bookkeeper,
Number cruncher.
number cruncher, but I would say whip cracker extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Because while you came in initially as the accounting manager, bookkeeping kind of stuff, you've taken on a different role just based upon your own personal, I think, personality and commitment that has taken you more than just counting.
Yeah, and I love it. I love wearing many hats.
Yeah, and you're good at it. And it's
great.
fantastic, and it's been a blast to have you. You're going to be hanging out with us for a long time. Hopefully.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
Here.
Yeah, that's going to happen. But you keep things in order. Right? The quarterly outings, you've been organizing those, getting those put together. All in all, she's kind of the boss. Kind of the boss.
Gotta ask Kayla.
I like it.
Yeah,
Let's go.
It's fun. Plus, then I don't have to say no. I'm like, ask Kayla. She has to say no.
Nobody says no to Kayla.
Messages, Kayla. Absolutely not. Kayla, we sent you 4 questions.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of randomly selecting them based on how I'm feeling.
I was nervous you weren't going to ask any of them. So
I'm going to.
Oh, there's gonna be some surprises.
Yep. But I want to know what is something that nobody at GRL knows about you. I know that's
opening
hard.
with this one.
We all talk a lot.
Well, so far nobody's found my OnlyFans account.
No! For real?
Yeah, I knew this was going to be great. Okay, so
Okay, explain.
I'll just give you a little tidbit. I got 4 kids to put through college, okay?
Oh my, I love you. I
Years
have
ago.
Goosebumps.
Years ago, I was getting a pedicure, and people at the salon were like, beautiful feet, we love your feet. So my husband, wanting to be an entrepreneur, is like, hey, let's take pictures of your feet. And you know, it's,
Foot fetish. It's a thing.
I mean, why not make money off it, right?
It's biblically sound. It's fine.
I
Take pictures of my feet and-
I've never loved anything more.
I knew
and
that would
would've-
shock you.
Absolutely.
I knew
I'm
that would
mind
shock
blown.
you.
I also
What?
have thought about it as a side career, so let me know. Just the
Shocker.
feet. It's easy.
I knew
Like
you'd be
there's
super-
next level bomb drops.
know.
I'm
I
not
can't
sure
believe
I
you started
believe
with
this.
that question.
I'm not sure I believe this.
Oh, it's real.
I do.
I'm not going to tell you the name because I still don't want you to find it. But
I'm gonna fact check this.
Only toes.
you're
It
not
was
even.
taken when I tried to
You
make
tried to
one
do-
just to keep it, just in case times got rough. But someone already had only toes.
Next question.
Next
I'm
question.
afraid I'm done.
That was fantastic. Now my new favorite GRL
Hold on.
memory
How often is the
was
content
that.
updated?
whenever you
Whenever
want.
my partner decides to update it.
Depending upon how the sun
Depends
glints
what,
off
yeah,
of the feet.
where we are, what great foot pics we can get.
When's the last time you had time to get a
Okaboji this
pedicure?
weekend.
Yeah.
Okaboji this last weekend.
was
I'm just
uploaded
gonna
this
say it
weekend.
was like prime content to be out on the boat. No
Feet were
Okaboji.
looking good.
Just
Oh my
saying.
God. Now I have a new favorite GRL moment.
Oh
and it's
my-
on camera.
It's amazing. That's.
But what is
Hey,
yours?
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, cheers. That's amazing.
That's next
That's
level.
the.
Careful what we ask for.
I've never. No, I love that. I've never loved anything so much. What's your favorite GRL memory?
Okay, the very first Christmas party I did here, it was December 2020. I had literally been here a month. And I really saw the personality of everyone come out. Scott showed up as Christmas Vacation. What's the guy? Uncle Eddie. He was dressed head to toe Uncle Eddie. You were home FaceTiming us.
Oh,
COVID.
that's when I had
was gonna
COVID.
say.
We had your
That's bull. You had the
yeah,
Big Bobby.
But like even watching everyone give the Christmas gifts, like Mel gave Corey the cat cash.
Hilarious.
Like everybody's personalities really came out, and I was so new. And I remember Corey saying after the fact, like, I was just watching you, like, oh no, what is she? Is she gonna leave after this? Like, it was so fun.
It was.
Like that. I remember going to that party and being like, I'm so glad to be here. Christmas party.
I
That
will
was
say-
the moment you felt. I also agree. It has to be like a Christmas party or something like where it's like.
Everybody's there,
Yeah.
not as serious.
Well,
Yeah.
we do have some next level Christmas parties.
We do.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
I mean, cat cash. Corey getting the cat boxes last
Yeah,
year.
every Christmas
Every-
since then's been
every
When we,
amazing.
we brought
whatever.
all the cats
All the
downtown
cat gifts the
to our
last
party.
couple-
One of these days we'll talk about the cat effect at GRL.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
that's its
Christmas
whole new
parties,
story.
but that first party was really when I got to know everyone really well. So I
Realizing
love
what
that.
you were in for and that
Yeah.
your OnlyFans would be accepted within
Yeah,
the GRL
I-
family.
seriously.
You
I love
guys
that.
didn't know,
I'll
so-
subscribe.
If you give us a user account.
Not happening
We did learn something about you.
from the Christmas
Matt.
party.
No, from Matt. And that is.
We have a confidential informant.
yeah.
That you already ratted out. So the good news is Sid has
another one.
tripped every single person so far. Let's keep
Ha,
this
We're
going.
trying. I'm sweating. It's nervous. You used to sign yourself out.
I didn't do it. My name. I did not write the notes.
No, it was,
I
it
did
was
not
like
do
the
it.
convenience store clerk, we're told.
One of my first jobs was working at a gas station, and there was a customer that would come in, and he'd come in right before close, and he chatted with all the girls who worked there, but he used to sign me notes, sign grandma's name or dad's name for me to skip school, and then the next day I'd bring my brother to school, drop him off with the note. He'd bring it to the office saying Kayla's taking grandma to surgery appointment, and I would run down to Ames to visit my now husband for the weekend. That was before cell phones. I couldn't be tracked.
Well, so here's the thing. We decided to do the All-Star break. so that we could bring everyone's personalities in. We learned a lot about you. And one thing I learned was that you used to sign yourself out. Or not you, a customer. But
She enjoyed skipping
well, yeah, exactly. And
days off.
so
But
I
I knew-
have good news, and that is that
Do I get a day off?
Yes.
Am I signing myself out?
No.
Yes,
No.
you don't have
No.
to.
I
sign
get
yourself
more
out.
than
You
one
get
day
it
out?
for free. No.
I get a day out?
A PTO day, handbook,
For whenever I want to
Compliant.
use it?
compliant. Yeah.
No.
Like
But you,
tomorrow?
the only rule
Peace out.
is you have to use it.
Oh, absolutely.
By the end of the year.
Okay.
And the good news is if you need us to sign you out so that your husband lets you a day off of the foot
Children?
photography.
Or, yeah.
If you need out of that, if you need a tap, you need a time off,
Someone will write
you
me a
let us
note.
know. We'll write you a note so that you can have a solo mio kind of day
Okay.
on top of the regular PTO that's
Yeah.
handbook compliant. You get an extra day, but you have to use it by the end of the day or the end of the year.
of the year.
End of the day, yeah. End of the day
Fine.
today. And just make sure that we know. And
Awesome.
all
And
that.
you do something for yourself.
Absolutely.
Because, quite frankly, what we want you to understand is how much we appreciate all the extra that you do. You don't just show up, clock in, and clock out. You don't just do the normal course. You go above and beyond. You're constantly thinking of new ways to improve. That's the whole raising the bar that we're trying to encourage, the core that is we're putting to our core. And so we just want to let you know that we identify, we see what you're doing, we appreciate what you're doing, we're grateful for what you're doing. And so we want to give you a little bit of extra time to take for yourself,
Awesome.
not to go running around the kids stuff, not to go photo shooting your feet, unless that's what you want to do. Okay, make some money. It's you taking the time for you, a full day, paid time off, as a token of gratitude for all that you do for us, for our firm, for this family.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I kind of did that last week, taking that extra day after the
Yeah.
4th.
Well, you get a next one
Yeah.
now on top of everything else.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Love you to death, and thanks for all that you do.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers
Also, just you
to
know,
OnlyFans. So we've got the sassy one. Save the sassy
sassier
for
than
last.
me.
The
That's
sassy
gonna
for
be
last.
interesting.
Madisyn, Mad Dog,
Oh, I thought you forgot my last.
Mormon. Oh, I got that.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it. Did I not?
You did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Doubt
Now, how do you spell her first name?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Madisyn.
Good job. Good job.
That
Thank
was
you.
good.
Good job. Most
On
everybody
the spot.
Most everybody gets it wrong.
Without spell check.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't spell check out anyways, right?
No, sorry. My parents spelt it. I didn't have a choice in it.
That's how all of us grew up, I think. Did you have a choice in how you got your name spelled?
No.
Me either. It's weird. Welcome to the show, Madisyn. Oh, cheers to you. There we go.
Cheers.
You are the most recent full-time staff member at GRL.
Yep.
How you like it so far?
I absolutely love it.
You're still here.
I'm still here.
And you are the second employee, non-attorney employee, to be on the podcast.
Okay.
You know that?
No, I do.
You didn't know that?
No.
You're the only person to actually be featured on the podcast.
Oh.
We just had the bell ring.
We did that. my brain's like, I need to go check that. So hopefully they heard it in the back.
Yeah. No, because Emily was a part of the Rag Bri.
Yep.
I didn't.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then you actually, Mad Dog and Muskets was your episode where you got to talk about firearm safety, firearm training, because that happens to be your jam.
Yeah,
Tell
that's
us
my
about
thing.
that. What can you tell us about that?
So my side business is I'm a firearms instructor for women only. So just strictly women. I feel like men have enough avenues to go through. So I've been doing that for 5 years and 3 years as a
business, I want to say, but I've been working with firearms my entire life, probably sooner than most parents would say it's okay, but
I have a fun fact from that.
Do tell.
you do.
Us girls at the firm met her way before she worked here, and it was because Matt, mostly because of me, I'd never shot a gun before, and he was like, you gotta like handle a gun. I know just the girl. So we had a whole day where we went and Madisyn was our instructor.
She instructed all you.
Yeah, and she
Did you
gave
know
us
this?
a certificate.
Okay.
I was trying to pretend that I didn't know.
She gave us a certificate. I was nervous.
How'd you do?
She was probably like, I did well, but I said, I'm done now.
I-
I like to go into the other room and watch behind the glass.
They all need to do it again
Yes.
because that was just the very basic. They need to keep continuing the training. We can't just stop, especially if I'm going to work at GRL Law. I think everybody needs to be pretty well proficient with it if I'm going to be right there at the entryway.
So
I need
question,
some backup.
question. You mentioned that you only teach women.
Only women.
Only women. But, I mean, if you're wanting everybody at GRL to be functional with a firearm,
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to help coach up us fellas as well?
I'm going to have to, but I feel like there's some that are going to be like, I don't need you.
So we'll cross that bridge.
Yeah, I was like, you can only...
You've already crossed that bridge here.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, there's some that... But that's okay.
We'll be resistant to
We
instruction.
can always learn from each other. That's because I know some are proficient as well. So
What's the name of your business?
I carry my own.
I like it.
Thanks.
It's like a huge, I buy my own drinks, carry my own.
That's kind of how I got the name. Be like, nah, I got my own. I don't need you to carry for me. I'll carry it. I got it.
Get behind me, boy. I got this. Right?
That's why it's like hard to go on dates because I always have to sit facing the door. And they're like, no, I need to face the door. I'm like, are you carrying right now? Because I am. So usually that's where the date ends.
You're like, it's me protecting us, partner.
Usually that's where things get scary because they're like,
warning,
oh, shoot.
Warning to the fellows out there. Just
Yep,
let her face the door.
Yep.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
face the door. I got it. You don't.
I have a question or
Okay.
two for you.
Okay.
And this is my favorite. What is the most interesting thing you've learned since you started working at GRL as the newest member?
So does it have to be pertaining to law?
No.
Because honestly, this question I've learned, I think, more about myself. So coming into working here, it's a different environment than I've been used to. Usually you're sit down in a position, this is your position, this is what you do, and that's it, and everybody knows you as that. That's what you do. That's it.
That's your role.
Yeah.
Know your role.
Yep, and
Yep.
you might learn a little bit more what maybe, we'll see. But in this environment, you push. And I enjoy that because like, no, you can do better and we see it. So you've given me tools like books to read, which I'm absolutely loving this book and I can't wait to read more.
What's the book? No, it's
Yeah.
my favorite. Everybody should read this book.
Never Split the Difference.
Yep.
And it's
By
by
Chris
Chris
Voss.
Voss.
First week I worked here, you made me read it.
Okay, so I thought
I was going to make you reread it.
I probably should.
No, for real.
Well,
I-
give
I-
it to me after.
I honestly would reread it. Like I have things that I've noted that I'm like, okay, I have to read this over again and I have to make notes and I have to study this because it's very interesting, especially when you're working in a small environment, you learn how other people communicate. And like for me, I just communicate and I'm like, they'll figure it out. And I'm just going to communicate. But then I started to realize that maybe my communication is not so welcoming to others. And so I have to learn that, like, okay, let me chat with them and let me figure out how they communicate.
Where are they
how
coming from?
How they respond better and understand where I'm coming from and doesn't sound so snooty. Because I'm very direct, straight to the point. And
Same.
not everybody is like that.
The
So
concept of tactical empathy and being able to understand
Yes.
where people are coming from, whether you agree or not.
yeah, and I'm getting towards the end of the book, and it just keeps. You're like, ooh, wait, that's good to know.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So the push
Yeah.
and be pushed. Let's.
You learn a lot about yourself in this environment because you're getting pushed, and whether it's even in trying to figure something out for a client, you're getting pushed.
Well, they
So-
always have a question that we may not know the answer to,
Right.
and our job is to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some parts are repetitive, but most of the things you're like, oh, that's different from this case.
That's a fascinating.
Everyone
take.
always
Love
has
that.
a different challenge in every day, everything you're doing.
So nothing's always ever the same.
Cool.
Okay.
So-
I like that. Okay. Second question. If you had a random day off to do anything you want to do.
Anything. Like, absolutely. And, like, I had endless funds.
Yeah,
Ooh,
why not?
okay.
Well, we didn't say that.
Well, I'm just, okay, so where are we going?
Well, you don't, like, hypothetically.
Okay,
but
so
if
with
you
my
do.
bank account, what would I do?
In your life, you get a random day off. We'll call it like a rain day in construction. What are you doing?
Shutting my phone off.
And?
There's I don't know, maybe it's me getting older.
It happens, it's silence. I get it.
But turning off my phone and just
Being.
finding relaxing, probably me going out in the woods and just hanging out. So
You gonna shoot anything?
She says that as she was like sending me things on Clio on the 4th of July at 5:30 at night, and I said, "Why you working?"
I came into work on 4th of July just because I knew it was going to be busy after the weekend. So I made sure that was all taken care of before the next day.
And I probably texted you within 30 seconds.
You
I'm
did. You're like, why are you working? And I was like, don't be checking your email. You're not supposed to be checking your email.
I'm like, you're emailing me.
For the record, that is not an expectation.
No, it
that
was not.
anybody should have for anybody that works here.
No.
Holidays, when we're out, we're out. But it is an example of the next level. We have the mission statement, vision statement. I forget which one is which these days. But the relentlessly raising the bar. Mm-hmm. Right? So we're not going to ever be satisfied with doing good. Mm-hmm. It's that happened. That was great. What can we do better the next time? We can win. How can we win faster, or how can we win more convincing, or what can we learn from the win to improve us? What can we do? We're doing great, but we're not ever going to be complacent and satisfied with that. And so that's the perfect example of that. You knew it was going to be busy. You took it upon yourself. Nobody better have told you or asked you to even mention it to come in and say, I'm going to check messages. I'm going to send messages out because it's a busy weekend. And we had to talk that weekend. And I vaguely remember.
Yeah, it was after tubing.
By the way, fun fact, Madisyn floats down rivers in, not tubes.
They are tanks, is what we call them. So they're like watering tanks. They're plastic, and you do like a trolley motor.
Will you take me sometime?
Absolutely.
She's like, you're not going to survive a day.
Oh, you will.
No, you'll love it.
It's
You'll love
fun.
it. We can go diddy pulling and.
Don't know what that is, but.
Oh, so we got a whole new
Sounds fun,
episode.
yeah.
We got a whole new episode. Country show city. Guys.
Here it is.
Don't
Special
donut
episode.
down under, but like
Down
in,
it.
in
Oh,
the
I love it.
in the
Yes.
boon down under.
Yes.
That is
Like,
the
this
funny thing of why we work out. We're very similar in our, like, we probably could butt heads, but we're so different. She's country, I'm city, and we're both just like, you're an idiot.
But we both
We
we
walk
both like
away.
to drink and both like to go on adventures that
So-
may or may not be
Lead to bad ideas?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's gonna have to be an episode,
Okay, I'm here.
but we'll figure it out. But
I'm
the good
excited.
news is
That's
The good news.
okay.
You're going to like this news.
what we want to tell you is thank you. We recognize all the extra work that you do, all the hard work that you do, all the crap that you put up with. You're first on phones. You take a barrage of bullshit that you shouldn't have to take.
That's
right?
not telling people not to call.
No, it's not telling people not to call, but it's telling people to look at this young lady and treat her with fucking respect.
And
because
you save us from a lot of things.
But we will fire clients for treating staff disrespectfully
Absolutely.
or inappropriately.
Yeah, and it's
So,
true.
and if you get fired by GRL, we're going to send you this segment and say you did not treat our people appropriately. Okay? And I think that's important, and I'll swear, and you can send that to my mom, and my mom will be, oh, you know, that makes sense. I dropped the F-bomb too. She would. But we want to appreciate everything that you do, all the work that you put in, all the extra that you do, and we are giving you a extra PTO day to take within handbook reason. Right?
Okay.
Not everybody, there's not going to be a boycott day. She tried to set that up.
We were thinking the same
He said,
Not
you
happening.
answering phones? I said, oh no.
Okay, so we need
I think Bobby
within
should be
reason,
on the phones.
but I'm great with
Yeah,
on the
he
phone.
probably would do well. And they'd be like, this is easy.
I think Bobby would maybe get a little overwhelmed with all
I
the
would.
phone calls.
I don't know how. Yes, no, I don't do well with technology. But the requirement is you have to take it by the end of the year
Okay.
and enjoy it. And if you
already
want
have
to,
it
if you
planned.
want to report it, if you want to do the Mad Dog Donut tour, and give us content associated with that, that would be next level. But wait, you got to work. Hold on, you got to answer phones. But anyways,
She's not answering
we
phones.
want to thank you for all
She's
the
like,
work you
"Hold
do.
up,
She's not answering phones.
We want to thank you for all the work you do. And
You're welcome.
what you do is appreciated, it's noticed, and we could not do any of this without you.
I appreciate that. I'm going to add on to that.
Oh,
Sorry if I'm taking more time.
go for it.
Thank you, and you're welcome. But this place has been one of the best places I've ever worked at.
Aw.
I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
No.
He's been wanting this so
He's
bad.
been wanting it
Yeah.
here.
No, I'm going to fucking cry.
So just the environments that I've worked in, and no diss to them, but this place, they've got it figured out, and they're going to continue figuring it out to make it better for everybody that's here. And that's one of the first things that I noticed on my very first day. Like, this is the place that I'm supposed to be. I'm going to do it. So,
Soon.
yeah. That's, I guess one of my favorite memories is my first day. Everybody was so welcoming. Everybody was like, hey, how we doing? What do you need? And even when I answered the phone from the road for clients, and McKayla chewed my butt. Yeah. And she goes, you will not be answering phones from the road. When you are on the road, you're on the road. When you're home, you're home. So thank you. I love it here.
Well, we love you too.
So.
That's such a good end to this episode. I didn't ruin everything.
Thank you.
We can't change the past, but we will change your future. GRL Law. Thanks for tuning in to GRL Raw. Check us out at grllaw.com.